folks, we want to welcome everybody to the Williamson County Fair. The junior already gave the replacement nose showmanship and goat show. We are excited to have you here tonight. It's a nice, cool evening. Thankfully, we got a little rain a little earlier, helped bring some of that temperature. We are going to start off with a highlight of the future of our shows, which are our Pee-wee showmen. We're going to get underway with that. So, Pee-wee showmen, if you go ahead and get lined up and get ready to go, we're going to have you guys entering the ring here in just a second. Again, following that, I'd like to go ahead and have all our senior level 2 showmen go ahead and make your way to the lineup area. And if you will line up to the left side and keep the, as you're facing the ring, and keep the right side open for the exit area, that would be awesome. All right.
I'm taking care of yourself. Phillips, Steve, come on up here for me, sir. Take it back. Can you think about pollution for everybody here today? Can you think about it for us? Pollution path, of course.
All right, so we're ring our Pee-wee showmen. For all of you who are watching this, you are seeing the future of our industry, and particularly in livestock and in showmanship out here in the ring right now. For those of you who may be watching and are not sure what's happening, showmanship is an opportunity to be able to evaluate the individual. The judge is not necessarily looking at the goat for its particular qualities to score it. They're looking at the individual and how good a job they do presenting that animal and presenting it in such a way that they highlight that animal's strengths.
Nobody said it perfectly fine. It was super intelligent, and they know exactly what to do. If they find pollution in their water, show us here. Where's that motherfucker going? We know the plastic. Where's he going? That's right, running recycling. Good job, Sarah. All right, Susie. I don't know how we're going to top your recycling. See life. Oh, yeah, let's hear it. All right, Susie. Magic it is. Out of here. Here in the hole. And everybody has to jump in. Here we go. 1, 2. Hold me to help you, Dave. Pressing that plate out. Help me out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. God. Over here. Awesome. Guys, I'm going to go over here. All right, make it more sense. Not to be out of the steer here. As a girl magic trick, you can make this entire fish disappear. It's a really hard trick for you. So you want to get for both life. Are you ready, sir? Concentration. No cheating. Wait for the magic. All right, here we go. Abracadabra. Dog. Absolutely amazing. Oh, goodness. Making fish terrible manners. I'm sorry, folks. Come on down here. What happens is you guys get bad manners. What do we get? That's not what we're going to spend. We're here for manners, okay? Now, enough of the magic tricks. You guys get to see the sea lion show. You expect to see their mouths fall on their nose, right? You're not going to see it today. Most people think it's a natural behavior. But then the balance, some of the other girls, it's not. I've spent countless hours with these girls. Let me show you what they learned. Ready, set? All 3 exactly. So you can get nice and centered. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. 1 year with my body. These girls can carry less about balancing all the toes. You have sea lions, they do balance balls in the toes. Just either one of these 3. But when they do balance balls in the toes, they cheat. They need their whiskers tight to hold the ball. Watch me as whiskers.
While the judge is interviewing and evaluating our Pee-wee showmen, I want to take this opportunity to thank all of our volunteers. We cannot do what we do either in 4-H or at the fair without volunteers. I want to thank Mr. Allen Bond and Mr. Paul Robertson tonight for working lineup and alignment, keeping those things, keeping everybody ready to enter the ring. Megan Styles baby, who will be distributing ribbons and awards, and assisting her is Ms. Lucy Bigham, who will be providing those to her, getting those lined up to get those distributed to our exhibitors this evening. We have Ms. Leslie Bigham, who is learning how to run the show alongside our 4-H agent, Ms. Mary Antunes, who is teaching and training her. We always need volunteers who are willing to learn how to run a show, be able to run it efficiently, and hopefully learn from all of that and teach them so that they can then step in and fill that role when that time comes and when that's needed. We're incredibly appreciative of all of our volunteers at the fair, for all who are making this week happen for us. We're greatly appreciative. We also want to thank one of our sponsors this evening. Tractor Supply Company has provided a tote bag with a notebook and a keychain in it that each one of our exhibitors in showmanship tonight will be getting. So exhibitors, make sure when you leave the ring in showmanship that you pick up one of those. I'll direct your attention back to the showing where the real action is happening right now, as these young people are doing an absolutely marvelous job exhibiting these skills in this ring. Really big moment, I think it's a big moment for all of us. These young people step in and they experience something, perhaps they have once or twice, or maybe this is the very first time. Get a new positive experience, and hopefully something that will return you if it's with this species or with other species or some other aspect they've got the courage to try something new. That's what we want to encourage, is to really develop these skills that are going to serve you for the rest of your life.
Come on, Sarah. All the way through. Up to the seat. There you go. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. All right, here you go. Sit down. Beautiful. That was there, Sarah. Bring it back up over here. Thank you, Sarah. That was very nice of you, Sarah. Very sweet. All right, Sarah, all yours. Wake up, wake up. Breathe. That's what you, Sarah. Hold it. Good job, Sarah.
Alrighty, well thank you guys so much. My name is Paige Dubin and I appreciate you guys having me out at your open goat show this evening and starting out with our POEs. They're all doing an excellent job. As Mr. Bernie mentioned, this is basically the start of a new chapter of agriculture for us, and I think as many are out here, I think that's excellent that we have all ages. I think about 8 to maybe 6 is about what we have when I asked them their ages. Everybody's having fun, everybody was really talkative, and nobody was shy about me asking their name, and they were having fun. And that's what matters here, you know, making sure the kids are confident and being able to talk about their projects or just being able to talk about stuff in general and talk to somebody they're not familiar with. I think is important. Talk to them all a little bit just about the animals' name, if they've been shown before and stuff like that. They're all having fun, so big hoorah on that one that everybody said they were having fun. We've got some more experienced ones out here, and that comes with age, but it's hard to pick a winner in this one, and everybody's a champion in my book, but they're all doing a really nice job. Give these POEs a good round of applause.
All right, congratulations to all of our POEs shown, and as you know, we're going to present you with a medallion. Have you remember this experience? You guys did a fantastic job. Get another round of applause. So explain really appreciate you taking the courage to step out here in the stream. Giving us a good dose of cuteness overload as we begin our evening together. Y'all glad to be here tonight? Oh, y'all are really quiet tonight. Y'all glad to be here tonight? All right, that's a little better.
Come on, Sarah. Show some dance. Show us what you got. You got your song out. You got it. Come on, Sarah. You got it.
All right, entering the ring now is our senior level 2 showman. Senior level 2 showmen are in 11th and 12th grade. We have Emily Dietz, Allison Metcalf, Presley Miller, Carl Harris, Will Pointer and TJ Williams are our 6 senior level 2 showmen. Simultaneous to our junior showmanship contest going on tonight, we also have our Williamson County 4-H market showmanship happening simultaneously in the ring.
Come on, there you go. Good job, high five. Let's see what this. You got it. There you go. Good job. Keep on. Keep on. Very good. I bet you guys didn't know how well sea lions can move on land. And that's because of all those sea lions from the sea. However, they spend most of their time fighting on land, just like you and I. The only reason
How are you?
we go into the water is to eat or to cool off. Out in the ocean, birds, gator. What's out there in the ocean? What's out there? Sharks.
I'd like to take this time to even call all of our senior level 1 showmen to the lineup area. All of our senior level 1 showmen to the lineup area. Please be sure as you enter into the barn D that you line up off to your left side.
Just like this.
We're looking for senior level 1 participants: Evan DeLeo, Lexi Ford, Olivia Hayward, Kurt Miller, Noah Robertson, Lila Layton, and Lainey Reyes. Senior level 1 to the lineup area. Junior high, you can be getting ready.
There's also a high five. You make sure I'm not enough. She'll let you know stuff like that. Remember, Sarah is not number 3. No matter you clock or higher, Sarah will go. I think it was excellent. What do you guys think? I think that you guys did a great job. Sarah's going to go with a warm, quicker answer. Sometimes she does it, sometimes she doesn't. You know it. Come on, Sarah, you can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got it, Sarah. Excellent job, Sarah. Up next, go Sea Lion Splash Show is complete with a Sea Lion Hunger Live. Hunger. Yucky. No, hang on, Sarah, it's Yucky. Come on, Sarah, hang on. We got it. You guys like the show? Really nothing to say goodbye to those who fly out over. Goodbye, Kika. And goodbye, Sarah. You guys, thanks for coming. We hope you have a great time here today. Probably a chance in a lifetime. Grab a picture with our Sea Lions right up front here, right now. We have 4 paper picture signs to choose from. Come on up, Sea Lion vision right here, right now.
really good start to our senior level 2 showmanship class and our top 2 young men that go ahead and exhibit first and second. Really, really nice job that both of them do. Truthfully, you can side with either of them. I guess for me, just in terms of being a little bit more knowledgeable about their answers and being confident in that young man in the long sleeve lighter blue shirt's gonna go ahead and win. Just for me, in terms of being aggressive and then with that having a really nice poise and aggressive look in the ring. To me, it's all about presentation from the start gate all the way to the end. And I think both of them did a good job. Guess for me, you're just a little nickel more intense, buddy, comparative to the other one in second. Really nice job, though. Do want to nitpick on you a little bit, get that one slowing down when we got it on the profile, though, when we're setting it up. Like I said, nothing to take away from the young man with the red. Joey goes ahead and has in second, because if you want a calmer, more cooler, collected showman, definitely you're kind of like that he shows that go off instead of getting on top of her, go ahead and let her eat, because that is probably the best way she will set up for you, buddy. Guess for me, when we went ahead and had those set up, though, need to fix that one's back feet just a little bit, gets underneath herself just a little bit before we stand in there. And with that, we know she's a nickel outside herself. That'll help her balance a little bit when we do that. I think presenting your animal to a T is probably important to me, and making those little changes would definitely be a big fix. But nothing to take away from the young man. Another really nice job and a really calm, collected showman with a lot of experience. Young lady in third one for me that definitely in terms of a race and getting that one stuck does a really nice job. Only demise though, sweetie, is that one's too big, small for you. Need a bigger go that proportions a little better just in terms of how tall you are. That one's hard to go ahead and get set up comparative to your height. For me to go ahead and let that one be totally comfortable with you. With that, need to be a little more confident in her answer that first time around over here for me to go ahead and make the switch. But definitely gets out with a hard race, and when I asked you what was wrong with that one was really correct in your answer, and I appreciate that. Young lady that comes in forward, while we went ahead and put her next, just for me when we go to brace those animals, need to get a little more push out on that one for me, sweetie. With that, go ahead and describe that one a little more when I ask you what's wrong with it. But a really good intense showing that in terms of beat placement does a really nice job. Our other 2 right here, another 2 showing that in terms of your questions, super good job. Really proud of that through everybody throughout. Just maybe those aren't working with you as much, so in terms of beat placement, need to make those square off either end. With that, they weren't working as much with you, and you got a really tough class. But really nice group of showing, give a nice round of applause.
All right, thank you, Jeff, for your questions and comments. In 6th place, T.J. Williams. In 5th place, Emily Dietz. In 4th place, Presley Millen. In 3rd place, Allison Metcalf. And in 2nd place, Carl Paris. And the winner of our senior level 2 showmanship is Mr. Will Pointer. Will is receiving a belt buckle from Bonnie's Barnyard, our sponsor of the belt buckles for our market animal showmanship. So we want to make sure to thank Bonnie and Stephen Osborne and all the work and all the support they provide for so many of our 4-Hers here. Through Bonnie's Barnyard, we want to thank them for being the sponsors of our Belt Buckle Awards. In the showing right now are our senior level 1 participants. We're missing a few exhibitors in senior level 1. Junior high, please go ahead and make your way to the lineup area. So in the ring right now, we need Evan Malillo, Lexi Ford, Olivia Haywett, Carter Miller, Butler Robertson, Lila Vaden, and Lainey West. Originally, they were posted as 2 heats, but when we realigned the appropriate age groupings, we have it all in one ring. 7 exhibitors, senior level 1 showmanship. to take this opportunity to introduce you to our judge this evening. Miss Paige Dubin is from Irvington, Kentucky, where her and her family grew up. They grew up showing or exhibiting pigs during their time there. She also exhibited, her and her family exhibited sheep, and this grew her passion for the livestock industry, where she then decided to pursue livestock judging on the collegiate level. Paige was a part of the Northern Oklahoma College's the high team at the American World Judging Contest in junior college, where she was also an academic All-American. After graduating NOC, Paige transferred to Texas A&M University, where she was also on the livestock judging team. Paige just recently graduated from Texas A&M with an animal science degree and moved back to Kentucky to be the entries manager at the Kentucky Exposition Center, where she specializes in coordinating livestock shows like the Kentucky State Fair and the North American International Livestock Exposition. We certainly appreciate Paige taking the time to drive down here from Louisville to join us this evening. We certainly appreciate her accomplishments, her expertise, and her skill.
Another nice job we go ahead and have here in showmanship. Young man in the light blue shirt's going to go ahead and win this division. Just to me, in terms of getting that one propped up and feet placement, getting a good racing stuff out of that one, he does the nicest job. Getting that one's neck pushed back in and making it look the most proportional from the side. In terms of eye contact and voice as well, does an excellent job. Just think that's a good way to start. Nothing to take away from you, young man, because in terms of being intense and still having great answers to their questions, I appreciate that. Just for me, maybe we need to work on beat placement a little bit. We switched sides great, we answered our questions great. Probably just need to get that one set up a little bit better for me in terms of getting their beat placement, especially the rear two. But in terms of showing one down, another one that I think does a really nice job. Young lady in third, one for me just in terms of getting the push in that one and getting that one to grace and set up. And when you handle that one from a high perspective, that one's to a T, taken care of at home in terms of being fresh hided and big square loin. Also props to her to go ahead and tell me that they drench, especially day of show. I think that was one of two that went ahead and told me that, so I appreciate your answer. Just for me, need to work on getting that one's neck back a little bit and some front feet nice job. Nothing to take away from the young lady in fourth is another one for me that in terms of being intense does a really nice job. Probably for me, you just switch your sides a little too quick for me when we go to switch. Kind of slow that down a little bit. With that, we need to get that one's neck pushed back in it, and with that, work on some feet placement about that one staying still on you. Young lady that comes next, another one for me. I appreciate you showing that one down. Does a good job. Need to get that one's neck stuck back in her though. We're gonna show her now to keep her right behind her blade and her top line collected. Need to push that back a little bit in terms of her neck set to go ahead and make her balance better from the side. A really nice job. Young man was really knowledgeable in terms of his questions I gave him. Gave me a straight up good answer, and I appreciate that about you. Need to work on switching our sides and some feet placement a little bit. With that one just wasn't working with you as much. Really good answer though, and I appreciate your confidence. Really nice set of showing. Give her a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Jones, for your placings and comments. In sixth place, Carter Miller. In fifth place, Laney West. In fourth place, Lexi Ford. In third place, Olivia Haylett. In second place, Evan DeLillo. And our first place, senior level 1, showmanship winner is Mr. Bo Robertson. Bo will be receiving a senior level 1 showmanship belt buckle provided by Bonnie's Barnyard and Bonnie and Stephen Osborne. Entering the ring now is our junior high showmanship class. I'd like to take this opportunity to go ahead and call our junior showmanship to the lineup area. And due to a mistake on my part, I ended up sending one of our junior high into the senior level 1. My apologies to Ms. Lytle, but in this junior high class of showman, we have Miss Kylie Butler, Mr. Gunnar Connor, Mr. Cole DeLillo, Miss Elizabeth McCullum, Miss Briley Metcalf, Miss Haley Pointer, and Miss Lila Layton.
that's going to go ahead and win this class. Just for me, in terms of presentation, and that one in terms of high presentation or answer, and that go ahead and being knowledgeable at home, I think she does a really good job. With that, I know that one's small, but you still get a good brace out of that one and get it propped up like it needs to. In terms of eye contact and being really smooth in your transitions, I think you do a really nice job of that. Hats off to you, young lady, really nice job. Young man that goes second, one for me, in terms of getting that one braced and set up, does a nice job. I need you to work on your rear feet placement though a little bit for me. With that, you need to get that one's head back. But in terms of getting that one braced and presented, I think he does a nice job. Really knowledgeable about his answer, really confident in that as well. Really nice job, buddy. Nothing to take away from you, young lady, because in terms of being intense and getting that one propped up, I think you do a good job. Just need to get underneath that one a little bit more to go ahead and get that one to brace and stay more collected in its top line. And that's where you got beat by the young man in second. Because in terms of keeping that one more collected, you probably did a better job of that. But in terms of being intense and getting that one to brace and being calm, cool, and collected, you do a really nice job. Nothing to take away from the young lady here. Another nice one that goes ahead and gets that one set up and braced. Need to let that one relax in its spine a little bit. With that, work on the rear feet placement a little bit more for me. Young lady with the right elbow one for me, just working on to cooperate as much with you today. With that, we need to work on that one, staying a little bit still when we go ahead and make those turns. With that, need to get down on that one a little bit more for me to go ahead and make the switch. Young man does another nice job just for me in terms of getting that one set up and that one's neck back into it to go ahead and get it to prop up. Need to work on that a little bit, but another nice, calm, cool, collected show that we go ahead and have here. Young lady does a nice job one for me just in terms of that one being a little too small for your height. That one's a little too small for you to go ahead and get down and brace real good on. With that, we need to work on that one's feet placement a little bit, and our transitions need to be a little bit smoother. But really nice setup, and give it a nice round of applause.
All right, thank you, Judge, for your placings and comments. In seventh place, Ms. Kylie Butler. In sixth place, Mr. Cole Willow. In fifth place, Briley Metcalf. In fourth place, Lila Vaden. In third place, Gunnar Connor. In second place, Elizabeth McCollum. And in first place, Ms. Haley Pointer. Entering right now are junior showmanship contestants and participants. In junior are grades 5 and 6. We'd love to have our explorers ready in the lineup area at this time. In our explorer class, we have Abigail Quebec and Jack DeLillo. Please be making your way to the lineup area at this time. For our fair spectators who have sat down, we want to welcome you to the Williamson County Fair Junior Market Goat and Replacement Goat Show. This is the segment of our show where we evaluate the showmanship. In showmanship, the judges evaluate the exhibitor and how well they do in presenting their animal, setting their animal up, and highlighting that animal's strengths in the way that they present it to the judge. She'll also be asking you questions and evaluating your knowledge of this project. We want to thank all of you for joining us tonight at the Williamson County Fair and the Williamson County Fair Market Goat and Commercial Boat Show.
that really well. With that, I know that one's fighting on you a little bit. We need to get that one picked up right behind its blade, more collected in its top line. But in terms of being transitioning and with that getting that one to push and brace, did a really nice job. Nothing to take away from the young man in second is another really intense showman that does a good job from the profile getting that one set up. Guess for me where I had to nitpick on you a little bit, buddy, when we got the profile over here, need you to get off the other side all the way on that animal line over here. With that transitioning a little bit, get that one spine down for me, do a really nice job of them. Young lady that goes in 3-1 for me just in terms of getting that one in front of that one and getting it to push you that well. Need to work on feet placement a little bit and getting that one to walk and go better. Nothing to take away from the young lady and Brooklyn's another one for me just in terms of being calm, cool, and collected. Do a really nice job. Need to get in front of that animal when we want to brace it though, not to the side. Working on hand placement a little bit in terms of that one's head. Need to get our hand or our fingers under its ears to go ahead and prop that one up. In terms of the profile standpoint, but a really nice job of being calm, cool, and collected and having a fun time out here. Another good round of showing, give a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your placings and comments. We have in fourth place Ms. Sophia DeLillo. In third place, Ms. Mackenzie Page. In second place, Mr. Hank Vaden. And in first place, Ms. Lila Connor. Entering the ring now are our Explorer division at Sherman. Explorer is comprised of grades 2nd through 4th grade. Our second rear, Miss Abigail Burnett, is in her first official show. Mr. Jack DeLillo will be showing her fourth rear. As the judges evaluating our score sheet, I'd like to go ahead and take this opportunity to call Class 1 and Class 2, Virginia Martin negotiating to the lineup area. We get Class 1. We have 2 Christians in the Hills, 2 Christians for Gavin Page, 2 Christians for Ronnie West, and 1 entry for 1C Ford. That's Class 1 going after way at the lineup area. Class 2, we're looking for interest from Haley Horner, Will Cleaner, Elizabeth McCollum, and Mackenzie Page.
Another nice class of showmen we go ahead and have here. Talk to them about their age. We're getting into our younger divisions, but doesn't shy from quality by any means. Young man, just in terms of eye contact and getting that one set up, you do a really nice job. In terms of that one walking with you a little bit and staying with that one and switching sides when we need to, probably need to work on that a little bit. But in terms of eye contact and trying to get that one's feet placed square and stuff like that, I think you do a really nice job. Nothing to take away from the young lady in second, because another showman that I think is doing a really good job. You talked to me about your project, sweetie, and I appreciate you being confident in your answer. We need to work on getting that one's feet a little bit square for me. With that, we need to get in front of that animal when we go ahead and go to brace him. But one for me, just in terms of being calm, cool, collected, and walking with our animal and keeping that pace really good. You do a really nice job of that. Even though the class is only 2, like I said, doesn't shy from quality, really good showing, give them a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your placings and comments. And congratulations to our Explorer showman, Ms. Abigail Poulet in second place, and Mr. Jack DeLillo in first place. This concludes our showmanship. We need Class 1 of our junior market goats to make their way to the lineup area. We're looking for 2 entries from Ms. Olivia Hayward, 2 entries from Mr. Gavin Page, 1 entry from Lady West, and 1 entry from Lexi Ford. Class 2, go ahead and be making your way to the lineup area as well. Going to go ahead and have Class 3 go ahead and be making their way to the lineup area as well. Class 3 consists of 3 entries, 1 from Abigail Corlett, 1 from Carter Miller, and 1 from Lexi Ford. So, in for Class 1 in the show ring, Ms. Olivia Hayward with 2 entries, Mr. Gavin Page with 2 entries, Ms. Lady West with 1 entry, and Ms. Lexi Ford with 1 entry.
of that one having the right tone and texture and trimness in terms to its edges and loin. I think it does that really well. From a compositional standpoint, that one's trim, looks well from the side. For me though, we need to level that one out of its hip and hind leg, make that one's not as steep out of its rear too. With that one's pushed up in its breastplate. It needs to blend in terms of the point of its shoulder to go ahead and be real complete from the side. But just in terms of being real trim and having the right tone and texture to its edges, I think it does a really nice job there. Really nice single entry, give the young lady a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your questions and comments, and congratulations to Ms. Lexi Ford in first place in class number 1. Entering the ring now is class number 2. These areas are ranging from 48 to 58 pounds. We have an entry from Ms. Haley Pointer, an entry from Mr. Will Pointer, an entry from Ms. Elizabeth McCollum, and an entry from Ms. Mackenzie Page. In the lineup area right now should be with class 3. With class 4, you need to be making your way to the lineup area. With class 4, be making your way to the lineup area. Just a reminder to all of our first place winners in each class, you will remain on standby for our Junior Market Goat Show Champion Ride. Class 3 to the lineup area, Abigail Collette, Carter Miller, Lexi Ford, and Lee West. Class 3 to the lineup area now, please. Class 4, please be making your way to the lineup area. We have 3 entries from TJ Williams, 1 from Jack DeLillo, and 1 from Henry Pointer.
Nice top here. We go ahead and have here young man in the short sleeve with red shirts going to go ahead and win the class though. I think for me, just in terms of that one being blended better in terms of its blade and shoulder and more exotic up front, tying its neck higher into the top side of its shoulder, it does that really well. Going to be the first one to admit though, compared to the second place in terms of that one shape to its lower leg and twist needs a little bit more there. But for me, just in terms of a structural standpoint, still having the right kind of body shape and dimension, go ahead and combine that a little better for me. Nothing to take away from the young lady in 2, because like I said, just in terms of that one's dimension to its lower leg and cycle, and probably being more pulled apart from behind does that extremely well. Guess for me, sweetie, when we get that one on the move, that one's rounder out of its hip, with that one's bolder and lower at the point of its shoulder, just not as neat, and we'll get out front comparative to our winner. Nothing to take away from you, sweetie, because in terms of that one being a bit groin and still pulled apart and having some body shape to it, when you get on top of that one breaks right behind its blade, it's flatter about its foregrip, just not as dimensional right there behind its shoulders to go ahead and work back into a square shape. Want to balance that one up from the side as well to go ahead and move up. Nothing to take away from the young lady in 4, because another one for me in terms of just being good and clean and its lines and ankles does that extremely well. With that one's still a lighter body, one that just needs to be pulled apart in terms of its structural base to go ahead and lay out some more muscle shape and dimension. Really nice class of them though, give them a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments. We have 4th place, Ms. Mackenzie Page. In 3rd place, Ms. Elizabeth McCollum. In 2nd place, Ms. Haley Pointer. And in 1st place, Mr. Will Pointer. Coming into the ring now is Class 3. We need class 4 and 5 to the lineup area, please. Coming in the ring right now, class 3, an entry from Abigail Collette, from Carter Miller, from Lexi Ford, and from Laney West.
South America, see my good. You say hello to everybody?
I like that. Hey, you know, okay, we actually do very good in my house. So we have coffee brand. So, hey.
See, Sarah is a beach and see what that means. She can go walk and take care of herself. Or maybe she was a bit speaking. Come on, everybody. Can you think about pollution? Everybody here tonight? Can you think about horses? Make it hard. What do you girls think is pollution bad? Of course, yes. Nobody likes pollution. However, sea lions all across the world do come into contact with big pollution. Things that we leave behind. Sort of all. Plastic bag. Things like that. These girls, they love to play. After some time, they're going to go beautiful mistake and eat it. So, we show everybody here what can happen to a more baby syrup if you were to accidentally eat some plastic water. What would happen?
Another nice class we go ahead and have here in Laney, the long sleeve striped shirt's gonna go ahead and win this class. I guess for me, just in terms of pin width, forearm shape, and go ahead and being the most opened up and dimensional, that one by far goes ahead and packs the most punch right behind it, and then with that has the most explosive shape behind as well. Be the first one to admit though that one is a little bit thinner for it, being some square shape right behind his shoulder for me to be weighing on, but a really good build, muscular build that goes ahead and gets out and packs a lot of into its package. Get Laney in second, another one for me just in terms of trimness, and that one being a really loose build, does a good job there. That one's the rounder hip option though, needs some more shape to its lower leg. It needs to have more square shape throughout. We're going to go ahead and be here with the one first. Young man does a really nice job here with the red leather he goes ahead and has. For me though, just in terms of that one being good build, really good jointed and smooth and sound, that one does a really nice job of that. We need to pull out in terms of its body shape and dimension, give it some more shape and spread throughout to go ahead and place any higher. But in terms of that one being good build, and the young man told me it's his first time showing, and I think he's doing a great job with Billy, is what he told me. And I will tell you guys, we're really fans of original names in my house. We have Rocky Randall, so I appreciate him bringing Billy in. He's having a good time. A really nice class, so we'll give him a nice round of applause.
Are you ready?
All right, thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments. And congratulations to Mr. Carter Miller in third place. Miss Lexi Ford in second place. And first place tonight goes to Miss Laney West. Class 4 is now entering the ring with 3 entrants for Mr. T.J. Williams, 1 entry for Mr. Jack DeMillo, and 1 entry for Miss Haley Pointer.
We expect to move down the ball. Undergo, right? It's a natural behavior. Never balance. It's not. Not the balance. This is not behavior. All three exactly the same. It's nice and 17 ready to go. 1, 2. years of my life. These coaches care less about bouncing on the nose. We do have some guys who do bounce balls on the nose. It's neither one of these three. And when they do, they cheat. Watch out for this one. It's really strong this one. Watch out for the gold ball. Open your hands and see it. Watch the way it's going. You guys see it? Sorry, that was a hard no. Need you back. I'm sorry. You got very nice. So you want to go for this? Very sweet. This is for everybody. Come on, everyone. Not this. Not the rock. That's a lot of this. Thank you, sir. You know what? Maybe I'll stop for the little kids. I'll do this. Thank you, sir. Always easy.
I used to go to that. I used to go to that. Yeah. Running on the horse, hop down. You have to go back legs to slam it. I always go for basic like the ones for our age, which we like knock it out so we can like slam it. Put your knee on it and snap. Put the two front legs on that end. Tie it, ends up. Test it. Oh yeah. That's pretty good. It's just it's like
Young lady in the long sleeve blue shirt's gonna go ahead and start this class because for me, just in terms of form and shape, roundness of body, and that would be in the squarest and most dimensional qualifier. I think that one in terms of being the most max and powerful goes in and does that pretty handedly. Wish that one would relax a little bit and spine though would pop up better from the side. But just in terms of that one being opened up square and having a lot of power and shape, I think it does that really well. And then take away from the young man in two because in terms of roundness of body and that one having some square shape up, I think it does that well. With that one, you can relax down and down in its spine, level it up, its hip and right leg, and give it a strong low core for me to go ahead and work that one up. But in terms of that one being big forearm and having some shape and spread, still does that pretty well. Nothing to take away from the young man here with the black-headed weather because in terms for me, in terms of that one having some body shape and dimension, that one does that well. That one's just the shorter, steeper hip option. With that, doesn't have the right kind of body shape and dimension in terms of its upper width to go ahead and facilitate a square shape running behind its edges. But for me, the other one, just in terms of being a heavyweight stack featured in forward bar, goes ahead and does that pretty well. Nothing to take away from the young man that comes next because another one for me, just in terms of having some body shape does that well. That one's steeper hip, not near as expressive out top. We can pull that one apart to go ahead and let it have some more mass and dimension. Pick that one up in its chest a little bit as well. Young man with the red one that comes next, that one in terms of that one's next set, that one being really unique up front, I think does that really well. With that one's separate elevation, one that's too closed up underneath. Need to pull that one apart and give it some more shape and spread. You go ahead and work out. But in terms of that one being youthful upright, being really good design, does that really well. And then it's like in the class, really nice setup on the give them a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your questions and comments for class number 4. In fifth place, T.J. Williams. In fourth, Jack DeLillo. In third, T.J. Williams. In second, T.J. Williams. And taking home the blue in class number 4, Haley Twitter. All right, congratulations to all of our exhibitors in class number 4 and your blue ribbon winner, Miss Haley Twitter. Now we're entering the remaining, we've got class number 5. Class number 5, we've got 5 exhibitors, we've got 5 goats. We've got a weight range of 73 to 75 pounds. 73 to 75 pounds. Here at class number 6, we need this line up here. Class number 6, 2 line up here. We need class 6 to line up here at class 6 and class 7. Go ahead and make your way to the line area.
Just like you and I. The only reason you can ever go to the water What's up there? Sharks and killer whales. The one that see the sea lions. Oh, yeah, that's right. No one guys. He just knows exactly what to do. He sees a pretty woman. What do you do? How do you make this up?
Nice square brush shape, the young man in the Hawaiian shirt goes ahead and has in his weather. Just for me, in terms of that one being firm and good to the touch, that one in right bar goes ahead and excels in this class. Go ahead and being the truest and truest, we're packing the most shape up high. With that, we appreciate that one being plenty balanced from the side. Want to switch that one up a little bit, need to make that one smoother about it, shorter and more attractive up front. Likes to get a little bit of concave in its forward, but really impressive that even though he's flatter in his forward, has a big fresh straight and behind his shoulders, so it's really nice job. Nothing to take away from the young man, and 2 is another one for me, just in terms of how being round bodied and really balanced from the side. Does that really well. Don't necessarily love how that one ties into his shoulder. With that, we go to handle it, just isn't as fresh over its edges and blade. Need to make that one have some more true shape behind it, and like say higher. Young lady, I'm sorry. Young lady has a really good plan with that. She goes ahead and brings here down in terms of being really good footing, good structure, and presenting well from the side. Does that really good. Need to pull out for me, get more ass and shape up high. Likes to get weaker in its spine and right of its hip for me, but that one in terms of being a really neat front-fronted intact up in its chest, I think that's not really well. Next one we have young lady, another big square shape one just for me, and that one's in terms of being square in its build. It needs to get square out of its hip and hind leg for me. That one likes to set a little outside and get round around of its hip. With that, need to blend that one smoother about its shoulders as well. Young man said he goes ahead and has here in terms of body shape and dimension does not well, but for me that's the lower time one that gets a little too heavy on its condition side. I need to trim that one up a little bit, give it some more true square shape to go ahead and work up. But a really nice setup and give him a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments. Congratulations to our Class 5 winners. In 5th place, Mr. Cole DeLillo. In 4th place, Ms. Lila Connor. In 2nd place, Mr. Carl Harris. 3rd place, Ms. Lexi Ford. In 2nd place, Mr. Carl Harris. And in 1st place, Mr. John Connor. Entering right now is Class 6. from 76 to 81 pounds.
Come on up, let's see right here, right now.
Did you get paper? Oh, look at paper. All right, guys. Not for that, like specific.
We did the maze up there. She threw it.
Yeah, man, brings a nice clean it up whether to go ahead and win the class, because for me, just in terms of proportion, presentation, and that one having the right kind of shape and dimension, goes ahead and does that well. For me, just in terms of that one being balanced from the side and still offering the right kind of body shape and dimension, I think that one goes ahead and looks pretty evenly. Nothing to take away from the young lady, and two is another heavyweight go just in terms of having the body shape and dimension, and mass to go ahead and be productive, does that really well. Is for me, just in terms of that one's balance from the side, that one's the deeper chest and one that's lower at the point of its shoulder, that one's the shoulder neck option of the bear. You can make that one more unique looking up front to go ahead and surface, but another really heavyweight opened up dimensional whether we go ahead and have it too. Young ladies, when we're in three, for me, just another one in terms of mass and dimension does that well. We go ahead and get that one on the move, though that one's the weaker pastern whether that needs to be picked up on his rear too in terms of its pastern shed. With that, we get that one on the 3/4 view, and just in terms of roundness of its upper body shape, in foregrip, need to make that one more expansive there to handle some truer shape running behind its blade. But one for me in terms of being a big pin and square loading does that really, really well. Nothing to take away from the young lady who comes next, because another one for me, just in terms of that one being easy painting and soft center, that one does that well. That one's the rounder hip trailer featured one though, that comes too flat in terms of its body shape. We can pull out one for making a trimmer for me to go ahead and move it up. Young lady spotted whether that we go ahead and have that comes next. One for me in terms of being long and level is in its design, does that well. That one's the glider body thriller feature one that needs to be pulled apart in its skeletal base to go ahead and give it a little bit more mass and dimension. Really good class of them though, give it a nice round of applause.
All right, thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments. And congratulations to our Class 6 winners. In 5th place, Ms. Mackenzie Page. In 4th place, Ms. Sophia DeLillo. In 3rd place, Ms. Olivia Haywood. In 2nd place, Ms. Olivia Haywood. And in 1st place, Mr. Will Pointer. Entering the ring now is Class 7. At a total of 5 entries, these market goats are weighing 85 to 93 pounds. This time we'd like to call Class 8 and Class 9 to the lineup area. And we would like to have all of our first place winners to be on standby for the champion drive, including all of our first place Williamson County winners.
ride it really well. So you never knew. I've never. What would you know? Are you trying to? Okay, that's it. That is literally just for me. Yeah. You never know. That's one thing I know. As my standards are mid to high. But I've had people that have made me like just right? That's like so that's such a weird thing to say to someone. That means that's just that's unique things. But then, maybe enough that guy comes in and says, yeah. Or I'll just like, oh, wow, we were joking. There are levels to these Oh, I showed them a picture of me when I was like,
Nice talk there. We go ahead and have here that definitely offer their trade-offs. The redneck weather young man has just in terms of that one from behind. And that one has so much more in terms of inward power. And that one's forearm shape as well, just in terms of offering a more cool part, genuine kind, just in terms of that one's rear view and having the most mass and dimension and still offering a good look at the side. Nothing to take away from you, young lady, because in terms of that one's presentation from the side, and that one's still offering the right kind of muscle shape and dimension, I think that one does that really well. That one's really round body, and with that still comes with a neat look up front. With that though, that one's still the shoulder neck option, even though that one still balances okay from the side. That one's rear view is where it gets me. That one gets a little bit plainer in terms of its cycle shape from behind. With that, doesn't have as much turn and curvature to its outer leg as well. Really close top here though, just in terms of those being a really good productive market goes they go ahead and have. Young lady has a heavyweight one that goes in and goes in 3. In terms of that one being easy feeding and still being practical, does that really well. Get our hands on that one though, just not here as dimensional up top in terms of its edges. With that, need to level it out of its hip as well to go ahead and work that one up. Young lady here, another one that in terms of that one being soft, center, and easy feeding does that well. That one in terms of a balance standpoint just needs to be leveled out in its spine and level around its hip and hind leg. With that, that one's a little too concave and blackness for it to go ahead and facilitate its true shape behind its blade, but another soft center, easy feeding one that she goes in and has. Young man has another soft center one for me, just in terms of that one being the more genuine pull apart one. That one's the narrower one from behind. Needs to be pulled apart in skeletal waist with some more mass and dimension, but a really neat build, long level design build as the young man goes in and has. And he told me he was having fun, so that's what matters. He did pinky promise on it, so if somebody catches it not having fun, let me know. Good setup, and I'll give him a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments on Class 6. Congratulations to our class winners. In 5th place, Mackenzie Page. In 4th place, Sophia DeLillo. I'm so sorry, I'm reading the entirely wrong class. Our Class 7 winners. In 5th place, Mr. Hank Payton. In 4th place, Ms. Lila Payton. In 3rd place, Emily Dietz. In 2nd place, Ms. Elizabeth McCullum. And in 1st place, Mr. Will Pointer. Coming into the ring, or in the ring right now, are 5 entrants ranging in weight from 94 to 97 pounds.
And then it was funny, I was talking to Jenny about the debate with this. And she just said to me, oh, the first racist talking in America. And I was like, oh, it is what I can't get. But I'm like, so you know we can sit there. I'm so sorry. I make jokes. I just never. This like makes me laugh. Like just yesterday,
Young lady in the pale yellow shirt with that one's going to go ahead and win the class. Just for me, in terms of that one being the most shapely and dimensional and still putting it on a real balance package. That's a big warm weather that works back into a really good and sound hip and high leg that's plenty functional. That one just in terms of mass and dimensional will go ahead and win this class. Really nice combination whether she goes ahead and has the start. Nothing to take away from the young lady in two, because in terms of that one being round body and still offering some shape over its loin edge, does that really well. From the side though, that's the rounder hip option that just isn't as expressive in terms of its leg. With that need to get that one a shot more shape right in its tuck behind its shoulder, trim that one up and then go for me to go ahead and surpass the other one. Another really nice drop though. This one in terms of being trimmed and having some really fresh shape from behind does that really well. That one's pulled apart in terms of its lower leg set and pin set from there. With that, that's the steeper hip option that's flatter about its forehead. Needs to come rounder about its body shape to go ahead and surpass the other ones. But another big footed one that has some shape and spread from behind, man does another nice job. Doesn't take away from the one that comes next, because another one for me, just in terms of that one being soft-centered and easy feeding, does that well. That's the steeper hip option, though that's a little too straight for me. Need to pull out one more off either and just well to go ahead and give it some more true dimension. Nothing to take away from the young lady here is another one just in terms of being practical and easy feeding, does that well. Get my hands on that one, that was the rounder hip point that just needs to come with more true square and rounder body shape to go ahead and facilitate a truer shape up high. With that though, that's another easy feeding practical one. Young lady does a nice job. Give them a round of applause.
Thank you, Coach, for your placings and your comments on Class 8. Congratulations to our class winners. In 5th place, Ms. Lila Connor. In fourth place, Mr. Carter Miller. In third place, Mr. Gunnar Connor. In second place, Miss Emily Dietz. And in first place, Miss Wesley Nolan. Entering right now is Class 9, our final class of junior market goats. These goats will range in weight from 101 to 112 pounds. We have 2 entries from Mr. Bo Larson and 1 from Miss Wesley Nolan. We'd like to ask all of our class winners to go ahead and make your way to the lineup area, including our Williamson County first place winners. Go ahead and make your way to the lineup area. All our judges evaluating our final class in the Junior Market Goat Show. A class ranging in weight from 101 to 112 pounds. We're going to make all of our first place exhibitors worthy of Grand Champion Bride. We'll actually be having 2 Grand Champion Brides since we're doing 2 shows simultaneously. We will begin with our Junior Show, which is all of our first place winners. And then immediately following that, we'll ask all of our Williamson County first place winners to line back up so that we can name a Williamson County Brandon Resort. We'll be calling out those exhibitors here in just a moment.
Young man in the light blue shirt's gonna go ahead and win this class. Just for me, in terms of that one, from a presentation standpoint, still leaving the right kind of trimness and still offering a good balance look on the side. That one will go ahead and win. That one, in terms of having a big square loin edge and still being plenty trim enough for me, that one will go ahead and win pretty easily. Those that take away from the young lady with the black-headed 1 and 2, because 1 for me, just in terms of being massive, in terms of pin set, that one being opened up and having the right body shape thing. She does that, or he does that well. For me, though, that one's got too much on it for me, sweetie. That one gets plantar about its full rib with that. That's the shorter neck, deeper chested one. Just need to make that one more youthful to go ahead and work it up. Nothing to take away from the young lady in 3. There's 1 for me, just in terms of that one's structural build and that one's quality. Look on the side, goes ahead and does that well. That one actually kind of higher at the point of its shoulder and it's more picked up in its chest comparative to the 1 and 2. That one for me, when we get on top of that one, just isn't near as shapely. You can pull that one apart and make it rounder about its body shape to go ahead and work it up. But a really nice balance one that has a good feet side of nature, and a lady goes ahead and has 3. Really nice setup of getting a nice round of applause.
All right, thank you, Judge, for your placings and comments in Class 9. And congratulations to our heavyweight winners. In 3rd place, Ms. Presley Nolan. In second place, an entry from Bo Robertson. And in first place, an entry from Bo Robertson. All right, now, coming into the ring will be our junior show, or junior market goat show champion drive, with an entry from Class 1 from Miss Lexi Ford, from Class 2 from Will Pointer, in Class 3 from Lady West, in Class 4 from Haley Pointer, Class 5, Gunnar Connor, Class 6, Will Pointer, Class 7, another entry from Will Pointer, Class 8, Presley Nolan, and Class 9, Bo Robertson.
I'll be like that.
Again, this is our junior market goat show champion drive. It will be followed by our Williamson County Grand Champion Drive.
All the little baby up Look at that one. He's fucking
Really nice setup when we go ahead and have for our first four market goat show. And for me, in terms of these class winners, I don't think any of them shine for quality. This is actually my first show I judged in Tennessee, and I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed. The goats are good, guys, and I can tell you guys put a lot of hard work and time and help, and I appreciate that. From growing up and showing myself, I know it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time, money, dedication, whether it's your parents helping you, grandparents, aunt, uncles, or just your friend. Make sure you guys go and thank them, because it's definitely not cheap, and it's definitely a lot of time, and they want to dedicate that to you guys. So, props to your parents or whoever's helping you or getting you out here. Like I mentioned, the goats are good. There's probably just a couple for me, just in terms of going and being out there in terms of the presentation. And looking bit more on the side and go ahead and combining it with the right type of muscle texture and presentation. I think there's a few that surface. Like I mentioned them in class, I think they're all good. I'll go ahead and look at them one more time and select you a champion in reserve. But really, really nice setup. The kids deserve a round of applause.
And congratulations to Mr. Will Pointer, our junior market goat show grand champion. Congratulations, Mr. Will Pointer. Our junior market go show reserve ranking. All right, entering now will be our Williamson County 4-H champion ride. Representing Class 1, Miss Lexi Ford. Representing Class 2, Mr. Will Pointer. Representing Class 3, Miss Lexi Ford. Representing Class 4, Miss Haley Pointer. Representing Class 5, Mr. Gunnar Connor. Representing Class 6, Miss Olivia Haylett. Representing Class 7, Mr. Will Pointer. Representing Class 8, Miss Presley Nolan. And representing Class 9, Mr. Cole Robertson. Let's go ahead and have them in the ring. Again, from Class 1, Miss Lexi Ford. Okay. We did have a separate Expo Market Good Showmanship champion that was named last night. And this, however, is part of our Junior Market Good Show. So again, representing Class 1, an entry from Lexi Ford. From Class 2, an entry from Will Pointer. Class 3, an entry from Lexi Ford. Class 4, an entry from Haley Pointer. Class 5, an entry from Gunnar Connor. Class 6, the first place entry is from Olivia Haylett. Class 7, an entry from Will Pointer. Class 8, an entry from Presley Nolan. And Class 9, an entry from Bo Robertson. All the judges making their evaluations, I'd like to go ahead and call Class 1, or replacement doe kids, who will be moving right into our commercial does. Replacement doe kids, Class 1 and Class 2, please make your way to the lineup area.
ahead and be a muscular and the right type of tone and texture. I won't talk them long. I had a favorite earlier, and I probably still do now. Young man in the red shirt will go ahead and be your champion. We'll pull that second place out from that class to go ahead and be in contention for your reserve.
All right, congratulations to our Williamson County 4-H track champion. An entry from Mr. Will Pointer. From class 7. Coming into the ring, second place is Williamson College for entry. And congratulations to Ms. Elizabeth McCollum, our junior coach show, Marty Show, Reserve Grand Champion. Big round of applause for all of our business as we now get ready to transition to our replacement dough and commercial dough show. We're going to begin with our dough yearlings. Beginning with class 1, we have, not yearlings, excuse me, our dough kids. In class 1, we have 3 entries. One for Miss Allison Metcalf, one for Riley Metcalf, and one for Miss Lady West.
Young lady in the long sleeve shirt will go ahead and win this class to go ahead and start out our dough show. For me, just in terms of that one, having a maternal go ahead and sweep to her body shape and still offering a square bill and unique look from the side, I think goes ahead and does that well. I guess for me, where she probably beats the one in second, just in terms of that one being smoother shoulder and more relaxed in the angulation, thin shoulder does that well. Would like to get that one a little bit more longer out of its hip to go ahead and make that one really good in terms of its hip and highlight, but a really good maternal made one that goes ahead and looks maternal from the side and is smoother at the point of its shoulder as well. Nothing to take away from the young lady in 2, because I think for me, in terms of that being really unique and athletic in its body shape, that one's a round body, good pin one that's square from behind. Guess for me, where I nitpick on that one a little bit, that's the shorter necked one that's lower at the point of its shoulder, likes to buckle over its knee just a nickel more for me. Need to reconstruct that one up front to go ahead and switch them here, but a really nice breeding piece that's unique that'll go ahead and do some good for the young lady's project down the road. Nothing to take away from the red one in 3rd, because one for me, just in terms of that one being really smooth design and long and level, goes ahead and does that well. Guess for me, that one's the realer featured one that's steep around its hip. With that, I need to make that one rounder in terms of its forehead and upper rib to go ahead and make it a rounder body for me, but a really easy fleshy one in terms of being long and level does that really well. Really nice set of them to go ahead and start our dough show, give the kids a round of applause.
myself. My Sunday this can run for another entire hour, which is purely showing. Well, single goats. And then
All right, thank you, Judge, for your placements. We had to do a battery replacement on the mic there. Congratulations to our Class 1 winners. In third place, Ms. Briley Metcalf. In second place, Ms. Allison Metcalf. And in first place, Ms. Lainey West. Can we get a looking now? Class 2. We're looking for 4 entries. One for Ms. Kylie Butler. One for Ms. Allison Metcalf. One for Mr. T.J. Williams. And one for Ms. Abigail Corlett. This time we'd like to call Class 3, ensure Class 3 and 4 are making their way to the lineup area. Class 3 and Class 4 are replacement no kids. Please be making your way to the lineup area. Class 5, be on standby.
Another great setup when we go ahead and have here in Laney and the cheetah print shirts get to go ahead and win this particular class. For me, just in terms of that one being easy flexing and the most flexible on the move, I think that one goes ahead and wins that pretty evenly. Be the first one to admit she's a little steep hit for me, but in terms of that one being good and functional in her build and offering a maternal look from the side, I think that one goes ahead and works out pretty evenly. But then take away from the young lady in the black for second, because one for me, just in terms of having a nickel more body shape comparative to the one in third, that's probably where you get beat by it. But for me, I still want to work on that one structurally. That one gets too rigid out of its top for me and round out of its hip. Still need to roll out with a car a little bit for me, but has a nickel more body shape just in terms of being easy to dig and better flesh shape. Now, where the young man actually could potentially beat the young lady in a second is in terms of that one's hip and hind leg posture, because I think in terms of being, go ahead and being level and not being good hop and easy on its move, in terms of its foot placement and stuff like that, does that really well. For me, though, that one's too flat in terms of its rib shape. It needs to get around her at the top of its rib shape to go ahead and lean around her body to make it pull apart its pin set and have some even more fleshing ability. But another one, just in terms of having good lines and angles and being smooth, I think does that really well. Really nice class of them, though. Give them a nice round of applause.
All right, thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments for Class 2. Is your delegate ranging from 59 to 64 pounds. Coming in third place, Ms. Kylie Butler. In second place, Mr. T.J. Williams. And in first place, Ms. Allison Metcalf. Entering the ring now is Class 3. Class 3 is represented by goats weighing 71 to 76 pounds. We have introduced Mr. Carl Curtis, Mr. Carter Miller, Ms. Lydia Hayward, and Ms. Emily Deeds. We need to have Class 4, Class 5, and Class 6. Go ahead and make your way to the lineup area. Class winners, please remain for our Go Kid champion ride.
actually being round bodied. I think that's a really round bodied athletic looking one from the side. It's just unfortunate though she doesn't come with the same shape of line. With that, we need to lengthen her out her hip as well. But one for me could be a neat grading piece in terms of implementing that exact body shape into weathers. Really nice setup, give her a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your placings and comments on Class 3. And congratulations to our winners. In fourth place, Mr. Carter Miller. And in third place, Mr. Carl Parrish. In second place, Ms. Emily Keats. And in first place, Ms. Olivia Haylet. Entering right now is doing Class 4. These are no kids ranging from 84 to 94 pounds. With entries for Mr. Will Pointer, Ms. Haley Pointer, and Ms. Emily Keats. We'd like to add Class 5 and Class 6 to the lineup area. And I know all of our first place winners, both in the junior show and in the Williamson County show, will be on standby for our Do It Kid Champion Drive. I'd like to take this opportunity to, for those of you who have just joined us, to again welcome our judge, Ms. Paige Dubin. She grew up in Irvington, Kentucky, grew up involved in livestock show, involved in livestock with her family. And that really drove her passion for the livestock industry. So much so that she decided to pursue livestock judging on the collegiate level. She was a part of the Northern College's high team at the American Royal Judging Contest in junior college, where she was also an academic All-American and graduating from UC. They transferred to Texas A&M University, where she was also on the livestock judging team. They just recently graduated from Texas A&M with an animal science degree and moved back to Kentucky, being the jersey manager of the Kentucky Astro Center, where she specializes in coordinating the livestock shows like the Kentucky State Fair and the North American International Livestock Exposition. We are truly honored to have Paige joining us this evening as our judge.
Yes, the first one.
Nice talk there that can go ahead and differ here. Yes, for me, just in terms of that one's forehead shape up front, that one goes ahead and comes around. For me, in terms of that one's body shape and grass and still putting it on with look from the side. His first one to admit that one works up into its spine and comes to round out of its hips and gets a little rigid in its top. But for me, just in terms of that one being a rounder in terms of its body shape and still offering the right kind of design from the side goes in and on in. Nothing to take away from the young lady in second was for me in terms of that one being the EST of power. That one's the widest, the biggest in terms of its loin shape and wrap. For me, that always try to get nitpicky on that one. That one's the deeper chested, shorter neck one that isn't as unique up front. With that one gets worked up into its spine as well. It's underneath itself. We need to alter it a little bit structurally on either end to smooth it up a little bit. But if you want to go ahead and slide with that one's power, totally agree with you there. Nothing to take away from the young lady in third because one of the just in terms of fleshing ability, and that would go ahead and be really soft-centered and Maternal does that really well. You just got put in here with two really nice ones in terms of body shape and dimension. That one's just the plainer one is out of 3. We need to make that one a little bit more shapely and trim her up a little bit for me to go ahead and work up. But a nice setup and maybe it with a nice round result.
Thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments on weight class 4. And congratulations to our winners. In third place is Emily Deeks. In second place is Haley Pointer. And in first place, Mr. Will Pointer. Entering the ring right now is class 5. Weight class 5, these are no kids ranging from 96 to 100 pounds. We have 4 entries. One from Will Pointer, one from Olivia Haylet, one from Carter Miller, and one from Mr. Mo Robertson. Class 6 should be in the lineup area at this time.
What would happen? What is there? You would absolutely eat these plastic bottles. What would happen? He can do that. Don't worry, it's in. We're getting hot. It's super tough. And then on the side, they want to shoot their water. Yes. Where's that mom going down? Real fast. That's right. Ready to recycle. Good job, Sierra. All right, here is so I don't know how we get top. Recycle sea life.
Alright, guys, sure.
That's it. You guys like magic? Is the magic? It's going to make your whole head disappear. Everybody has to count to two. Ready on three. 1, 2, 3. Car. Thank you, Albert. Bring it back. Good job, Albert. Not to be undone here. Sierra here has her own magic trick to make this entire fish disappear. It's a really hard trick for you. Work together. The whole right. Are you guys here? Here we go. Got it. Don't shoot. Wait. Are you ready? Here we go. Academia. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Good job, yourself. There we go. Good time. Come on down here. That's it. Everybody here. What happens if I do bad manners? There we go. That's right. We're doing this thing. We're going to work on your manners.
Really nice old white young lady goes ahead and has to win this class. For me, just in terms of that one transitioning the smoothest and coming with the most attractive and highlighted structural waist, I think goes ahead and does that. I know, can be the first to admit, which trying to pick that one up in its chest, make it more youthful up front. And I do wish that one would nickel bear good. But for me, just in terms of that one being really good in terms of its body shape and having a nice set of feet legs underneath it, I think those are really nice shots. Doesn't it take away from the young one and two with one for me just in terms of that one being the scouter feature, bigger forearm one. It's more expensive about its pin set. Thinks he goes ahead and does that well. For me, though, we get that one on the move, gets too rigid out of the top. But we're at that point of its shoulder. You need to bring that one up higher and you go ahead and switch them. But one for me, just in terms of being a little bit wider and better, more opened up off higher, it goes ahead and does that. The other thing goes ahead and has it around her body more than to me from the side, goes ahead and pops up and looks well. See for hip though, I still need to clean that one up in terms of its breastplate to go ahead and switch them. But a really nice design one that from the side goes ahead and down to 21 for me. Nothing to take away from the young man and four is one for me just in terms of that one being a bit pinned and opened up does that well. Got a little too much on me for me though, but I need to trim that one up in terms of its condition a little bit. But one for me just in terms of body shape, he did tell me that was safe and it is fitting for it. So he did a good job naming it, but I just need to trim that one up for me to go ahead and work out. Really nice set on though, give him a nice run for the wall.
Thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments on Class 5. And congratulations to our winners. In 4th place, Mr. Will Robertson. In 3rd place, Mr. Carter Miller. In 2nd place, Mr. Will Pointer. And in 1st place, Ms. Olivia Halet. Entering the ring now is our final class of young kids. These are kids who are ranging in weight from 110 to 119 pounds. With an entry for Ms. Haley Pointer, for Ms. Haley Dietz, and for Mr. Bo Robertson.
Alright, what name is that? That? Alright, guys.
That's so nice. Hopping snaps. You've been a really big help. But can't let them get. You have to be a team. Alright, good enough? Okay, good.
We're real nice, Galacto, young man goes ahead and brings to the box. So we made that one in terms of just being a real round body, tucked up in his chest, offering the right kind of body shape and dimension, and putting it on that kind of structural base. I think it's impressive. That one comes with a big foot size, big pin still equips it with the right kind of structural base. That got a real nice one to start. Nothing to take away from the young lady, and two, there's one for me just in terms of that would be a thinner neck. He's still dropping up high into the top side of his shoulder. Does that well? For me, then you get that one set on the side, goes to me, like sort of breaking his top line right in behind his shoulder, gets his ankle fire forward there as well. That's the regular feature from the initial really nice one still, in a second. Nothing to take away from the young lady in three, because for me, just in terms of the body shape, still offers an internal look from the side. That was just the secret that much more rigid at the top. With that, I want to pick that one up in his chest and clean it up to go ahead and switch him. Really, really nice class though, give him a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments on Class 6. And congratulations to our winners in third place, Ms. Emily Beeks. And second place, Ms. Haley Pointer. And in first place, Mr. Bo Robertson. Now we will have our junior replacement Go Kid champion drive. We are looking for entries from representing Class 1, Ms. Lainey West. Class 2, Miss Allison Metcalf. Class 3, Miss Olivia Haley. Class 4, Mr. Will Pointer. Class 5, another entry from Miss Olivia Haley. And Class 6, Mr. Bo Robertson. And this will be our junior replacement Go Show Grand Champion Drive for our Go Kids. Immediately following this champion drive, we line up our Williamson County first place winners for our Williamson County Go Kid Champion Drive.
Nobody. Why do you guys come back? Seriously, great seal. Trust me. I don't see these seals with my hand. Just like that. They start by their bellies. They don't have that rotating neck bone. One of these big, strong, fluffy lippers. Seals have a fused lip bone. They're really strong, weak, at the size of my head. I mean, the rest of the sea lions, they can walk on all four lippers. Just like that. The seal did not do that. She can walk on all four. Sure can.
In conclusion of our Go Kid Champion Drives, we will go right into our yearling show. So I'd like to ask everyone who has a replacement of yearlings to go ahead and begin ready. Class 1 and Class 2 are both fairly small 2 entry classes, so I ask them to go ahead and make the line area. Class 3, with no yearlings to be on standby.
Keep those in. Keep those in all the way up. Alright guys, good job, Sierra. Very nice. Up next, Abba. Come on down, Abba. Show everybody your dance moves. So now you got the extra dance. Come on, Abba.
Like I said, Go Kids, we go ahead and have here to select for our champion. And like I mentioned about the leathers, they're all good. I think they represent good maternal lifestyle. In terms of if the kids want to go ahead and display this as a project, and go ahead and give them plenty of future generations to go ahead and expand their operations. And I think they all have the lead pieces to go ahead and make the next generation better. For me, I guess I look at them though, and there's just a few that surface. We go ahead and look at them, and for me, I just think there's one that sets itself apart from the others. Young man's Galacto in the last class will go ahead and be your champion.
And congratulations, Mr. Bo Robertson, who has our champion replacement Go Kid. Kelly Poyer will go ahead and come back out.
There you go. Come on here. Come here. Good job. There you go. Well, I bet you guys didn't know how well sea lions can move on land. And that's because we all know the sea lions fight in the sea. However, they do spend most of their time right here on land, just like you and I. The only reason that they do go into the water for is to eat or to cool off. Out in the ocean, lurks great danger. What's out there in the ocean? What's out there? What's out there? Sharks and killer whales. And what do they think of our cute little sea lions? Good, that's right. Don't worry, guys. Stay guys. Great defense. She had her better behind. She can change directions on a dime. Beautiful backward, just like this. Here we go. Just like this.
And congratulations to Miss Elizabeth McCollum.
Hey, you got it.
She is our reserve champion replacement little kid.
Come on, Sid. Come on, make it loud for you. There we go. Good job, Sid.
All right, now we will do our Williamson County champion drive.
There we go. Beautiful practice. Sid's also a high-flying sea lion. If you guys cheer on loud enough, she'll touch your nose to that white ball. Remember, Sarah is not one for three. The louder you pop, the higher Sarah will go. Keep your moving out of it.
Lions for Elizabeth McCollum showing for Olivia from Class 3. So Olivia Haylet is our class winner. And since they were both from Williamson County, that concludes our champion kid drive. All right, we're going to transition now right into our no yearlings. In Class 1, we're looking for 2 entries of our no yearlings. One from Miss Allison Metcalf and one from Miss Riley Metcalf. We know it's a bit of a trek over the barn and back, so ladies, we'll give you a few moments to make that transition.
I think it goes excellent. What do you guys think? I think it's something you guys think you can't do. You see it come down. You can make one little handstand of 240 pounds on one. She can work in it twice sometimes. Sometimes she does it. Sometimes she doesn't. Either way, get out there. Come on, sir. You go. You gotta see it. Up next, no sea lions splash. It's complete. We got a sea lion on the line. Come on, Nika. Hey, that's it. Get up here. Come on, see what we got. You guys like the show? Well, yeah, they don't do this. Say goodbye to our girls. Say bye, Alba. Say bye, Edward.
All right, coming in the ring now.
That's the ladies. Goodbye, Edward.
Our Class 1 replacement doe yearlings in this class. Both have doe yearlings. They weigh 90 pounds. They're being exhibited by Allison Metcalf and Riley Metcalf. We'd like to have Class 2 and Class 3 to the lineup area, please. Class 2 and Class 3 to the lineup area, please. Class 4, please be on standby and getting ready. Class 2, we're looking for entries from Miss Laney West and T.J. Williams. Class 3, we're looking for entries from Mr. Carl Paris, Cole DeLillo, Elizabeth McCollum, and Evan DeLillo.
young lady in the long sleeve shirt is going to go ahead and win this class. It's for me just in terms of that one being built better and high time higher into the top side of her shoulder and more laid back there. It's whatever this one will go ahead and surface. When I first went to admit that one's not as round body or pull and it's pin set. But for me, just in terms of that one being long level and loose build, still coming with enough body shape, I think that one will go ahead and win pretty heatedly. Nothing to take away from the young lady in second, because one for me, like I talked, that's the rounder body stagger feature option that's more forward hard. That was just not built in terms of laxing for me. That one needs to be altered in terms of its front one third, more laid back in terms of the angle to its shoulder. With that one works up into its spine and comes steeper out of its hip. Just needs to come more comfortable up either end to go ahead and beat the other one, but a really nice round body one that's opened up on either end of its skeleton. Really nice set of them though, give a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your questions and comments on Class 1 out of our resistance yearlings. And congratulations to our class winners, Allison Metcalf in second place. And in first place, Ms. Briley Metcalf. Entering the ring now are 2 entries in weight Class 2. These are doe yearlings weighing 103 and 109 pounds, exhibited by Ms. Laney West and Mr. T.J. Williams. Need Class 3 and Class 4 to the lineup area, please. Class 3 and Class 4 to the lineup area.
Another nice setup. We go ahead and have young lady with the long sleeve shirt go ahead and win this class. That one's a round body, smooth transitioning one. That for me, just in terms of that one's front one third. We'll go ahead and be more laid back and comfortable up there to go ahead and surface. Be the first one to admit though that one needs to come level around its hip and hind leg instead of more security out of its rear too. But a real round body one that comes with a big shape and width that still offers a good attractive front one third. And then to take away from the young man's red doe that comes in second, there's one for me just in terms of body shape. That one goes ahead and offers a maternal look from the side. With that though, we get that one on the movement. It comes more open in its shoulder, needs to transition back and behind there a little smoother for me. With that one needs to kind of level out of its hip as well. For me to go ahead and make the switch, but one for me just in terms of being easy collection. It's still looking good from the side, goes in and does that pretty well. Really nice class, and they'll give them a nice round of applause.
All right, thank you, Judge, for your questions and comments on weight Class 2. And congratulations to our class winners. In second place, Mr. T.J. Williams. And in first place, Ms. Laney West. Entering the ring now is weight Class 3. These are doe yearlings ranging in weight from 120 to 129 pounds. Exhibited by Carl Harris, Paul DeLillo, Elizabeth McCollum, and Evan DeLillo. Class 4, please be making your way to the lineup area. Class 5 and 6, go ahead and be making your way to the lineup area as well. Like all of our first place winners, both in our junior show and our Williamson County show, to remain on hand and be ready for our doe yearling champion drive.
Hi guys.
Young man in the long sleeve blue shirt with the spot nose to go ahead and win. Think for me how that one props up and poses it is tied high into the top side of his shoulder and tucked up into his chest, but still progresses back into a terminal sweep from the side to go ahead and let her balance. I think that does that really well. Just in terms of that one's structural base and that one being really good footing, goes ahead and does that as well. Really nice place to go ahead and start. Nothing to take away from the young man's though, and second is one for me just in terms of being massive, in terms of his power and body shape, and being big footed, big forearm, does that pretty well. With that though, that one's the rounder hip top spin that doesn't come up. It's level and coordinated out of the tip. With that, that's one's boulder at the point of his shoulder and deeper chest. It need to make that one more unique in terms of its structural base for me to go ahead and switch on. Young man has the darker color though, just for me in terms of that one's body shape and dimension goes ahead and is another one that offers a maternal look in terms of its body. That one's the rounder hip one though that gets plainer from the side. Need to strengthen that one up in its top line as well to go ahead and let it surface. Young lady has a good looking one from the side that goes ahead and goes right here. For me though, that one comes with a little too much condition. That one's rounder out of its hip. We get in behind that one. That one's entirely too close up. For me, needs to be four part and its pin set to go ahead and switch them and level it out of its hip. But a really nice.
Consistent no yearlings ranging from 136 to 149 pounds, exhibited by Harper Miller, Laney West, Will Poyer, and Haley Poyer. We do need class 5 and 6 in the lineup area at this time. We need all of our first place winners to be on standby in the lineup area for our 2 champion rivals. Immediately following our no yearling champion drives, we will have our 1 class of aged no's. So aged participants being standby following our champion drives.
A really good looking doe young lady goes ahead and has in the long sleeve shirt in the front. That one to me, just in terms of that one's femininity and the way that one ties its neck high into the top side of its shoulder and still works back into a maternal sweep into its flank, I think does that well. With that, she gets that one on the move and it's still plenty full apart in its pin set and sets up plenty well from the side. For me, just in terms of encompassing that body shape and dimension and still putting it on a move, Bill goes ahead and does that pretty well. Nothing to take away from the young lady, and 2 is one for me, just in terms of being another good body one that offers some foot size and feature, goes ahead and does that well. From the side, though, that's the shorter neck, deeper chest, and one that just needs to be more unique up front. With that one, to make that one less plain in terms of its pin set from behind comparative to the other one, but a really good body and practical when we go ahead and have it too. Really unique pieces young man has in the 1 and 3, because I think that one in terms of its big square one shape and pin set, foot size and feature, in terms of making some weathers could be really neat in terms of a project. For me though, just in terms of that one's build, we need to make that one leveler out of its hip, play more securely inside itself from behind. With that, that one needs to be laid back in terms of its knee set as well. But one for me, just in terms of being round-bodied and having some unique pieces, does that extremely well. And man, another one just for me in terms of that one, body shape and dimension, really good job on that one. Gets a little bit plainer about its pin set and straighter off its rear too. The one for me that's extremely functional and looks plenty good from the side. Really nice class of them though, give them a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments on weight class 4. And congratulations to our winners in 4th place, Mr. Carter Miller. In 3rd place, Mr. Will Pointer. In 2nd place, Ms. Lainey West. And in 1st place, Ms. Haley Pointer. Entering the ring now is weight class 5. These are doe yearlings ranging anywhere from 156 to 161 pounds. Exhibited by Ms. Emily Dietz and Ms. Olivia Halens. Class 6 should be in the line-up area. We'll go ahead and be lining up our champion replacement drive for our doe yearlings.
Alright guys, go ahead, Paul.
Really massive, powerful one young lady goes ahead and has to start the class for me just in terms of that roundness of body, pin set, and feature. That one goes ahead and does a lot of good in terms of mass, power, and dimension. Be the first one to admit that one's a deeper chested option that's open at the point of its shoulder. And for that much mass and big square loin shape to still progress back into a big square pin set, I think that one does that really, really well. Nothing to take away from the young lady in 2 because for me, in terms of that one, tying and higher at the point of its shoulder and being smoother about that as well, probably goes ahead and does that. From the side though, that one's the shorter around her hip one. With that, we get our hands on that one. It doesn't facilitate as much true square shape and dimension. We on the 3/4 view, that's the plainer hip one. Just needs to be pulled apart a little bit with some extra roundness to its body shape to go ahead and facilitate some more shape and spread out high. Really good set of them though, give them a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Judge, for your blessings and comments on weight class 5. And congratulations to our winners. In 2nd place, Ms. Emily Dietz. And in 1st place, Ms. Olivia Halen. Entering the ring now is our final class of replacement doe yearlings. We have 2 entries, one 174-pound and one 191-pound doe yearlings exhibited by Jack DeLillo and Mr. Bo Robertson. The conclusion of this class, we'll have our champion drive for the junior show for doe yearlings. Immediately following that, our Williamson County champion drive. The last class of the evening will then be aged does. It is 1 class, so it will be both our class placings and our champion drives.
Alright guys, go ahead, Paul.
Great evening at the Williamson County Fair, despite the rocky weather and some of the beautiful light show that we had. The temperatures have cooled down. It's a great evening to be at the fair. There's no better place to be than around a show ring watching these kids put their hard work on display. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming out and joining us this evening. Certainly want to thank Ms. Paige Dugan for riding all the way down here from Louisville to be making that drive back tonight. We appreciate her joining us this evening. We're really honored to have her story our show for us this evening.
All right, another nice and Mr. Gray always introduced me. He's forgot to add that I went to the best university of Texas A&M. I think he's got a little bias to that as well. So thought I'd add that in there to go ahead and start. Young man's dough here, though. For me, just in terms of that one being smoother in terms of its transition and body shape and dimension, I'll go ahead and surface. Would like to trim that one up a little bit, be the first one to admit, but that one just in terms of pin width and power, we'll go ahead and surface. In terms of the other one, nothing to take away from the young man though, because in terms of that one having some softness in terms of its center cavity and still being long and level, does that really well? For me, that one just doesn't transition as well in terms of right behind its shoulder, needs to be level out of its hip as well and pull apart in its pin set. Really nice class of them though, and give them a nice round of applause.
All right. Congratulations to our Class 6 winner. And second place, Mr. Jack DeLillo. And in first place, Mr. Bo Robertson. Now for our Junior Doe Yearling Championship Drive, representing Class 1, Miss Briley Metcalf with her 90-pound Doe Yearling. From Class 2, Miss Lainey West with her 103-pound Doe Yearling. From Class 3, Mr. Carl Paris with his 120-pound Doe Yearling. From Class 4, Miss Haley Pointer with her 149-pound Doe Yearling. From Class 5, with her 161-pound Doe Yearling, Miss Olivia Hales. And from Class 6, with his 191-pound Doe Yearling, Mr. Bo Larson.
Before we go ahead and select them, I talked to them in class, and I think there's some good ones out here, but just another thank you for you guys having me out here. I really appreciate it. It lets me, my job now is entries at the exposition center, so I know a lot of computer stuff for livestock shows, so it gives me balance when I can come out here and touch everything and look at them and get to sort the show. So I appreciate you guys having me out here. Kiddos, you do a really good job. The goats are good, they've been good all day, and I appreciate your hard work and dedication. And I didn't say it to you guys, I said it in the drive before. Thank your parents. Thank whoever's helping you. It takes a lot of time, hard work, and money to come out here. Personally speaking, I make it my point to go ahead and talk about it now. My dad passed away 2 years ago, last July, unexpectedly, and we eat, sleep, and breathe show pigs. Anything about my family, we show pigs, and we do it really passionately. So tell your parents thank you, because I didn't realize how much time and effort my family put into it until something like that happened to us. So go ahead and thank them. Tell them thank you, parents. You do a nice job with your kiddos. They've all been respectful. They've all been nice, and they've all been cheerful and happy to be here. And so hats off to you guys. I think there's a couple out here for me just in terms of doing the extra. It probably does that a little bit. We like them to be neat built. They're all pretty much turn a little from the side. And when they go ahead and put it on a really, really good feet and legs and structural waist, I guess for me that's where they set apart. And for me, I think there's a couple of them that surface. I'll look at them one more time and select your champion. But give the kids a good round of applause. They're doing a really nice job.
Haley Pointer, who is our grand champion Doe-Yearling, and congratulations to Mr. Carl Paris, who has our reserve grand champion Doe-Yearling. Now we're looking in lineup area for our Williamson County Doe-Yearling Champion Drive. For Class 2, Mr. TJ Williams. For Class 3, Mr. Cole DeLillo. From Class 4, Ms. Haley Pointer. From Class 5, Ms. Olivia Hallett. And from Class 6, Mr. Bo Robertson. Immediately following this champion drive, we're going to go ahead and call our aged does to the lineup area. Congratulations, Ms. Haley Pointer, our grand champion, and Ms. Olivia Hallett, our reserve grand champion for our Doe-Yearlings. All right, folks, our last and final class is our weight class of aged does, ranging in weight from 104 to 157 pounds. We have 3 entries. Our first entry from Mr. Carl Paris. Another entry from Mr. Carter Miller, and our final entry, Mr. TJ Williams. So single class, so we'll be naming our grand and reserve champions all at the same time in this class.
Okay, we're actually
As we do thanks for our final assessment here. Again, I want to thank everyone who came out and joined us this evening for Williamson County Fair and for the Junior Market and Junior Doe Show. For those of you who need the show, I got this top of the hill. At the conclusion of our show, you walk back to ticket booth 3, which is right straight to the right behind the Euro Arena. And they are running shows on a regular basis there. They're running in with the top of the hill, get your truck in your trailer. age-to-go class. Our grand champion in our junior champion ride at the age-goes is Mr. Carl Harris. Our reserve grand champion is Mr. T.J. Williams. And in our Williamson County age-go class, our grand champion is Mr. T.J. Williams. And our reserve champion is Mr. Carter Miller. This concludes our Williamson County Junior Goat Show. We want to thank all of you for joining us tonight. Be safe on the way home. Come back and visit us sometime this week at Williamson County Fair. Again, if you need a shuttle to your truck trailer, you can want to stay in 3 or want to get one of the regular shuttles out there. Y'all be safe. Thank you for joining us. Have a safe ride home.